gang. Welcome back to another episode of As the Beer Swirls, StreamYard edition. This is As the Beer Swirls. My name is Dan. That's Jesse, Bumpy Road Brews.
Yeah, Bumpy, and my dogs are barking sometimes.
Beerman?
Even.
All right. Today we're going to take a look at the 2023 Sierra Nevada Bigfoot. It's a barley wine style ale. We got some science going on later. We'll get into that when it happens. But this is the 2023. This was actually packaged on.
Science?
Ooh, science. This is packaged on 11/22/22. What about you guys?
12/21/22.
2/9/23.
Whoa. Sierra Nevada's pulling some trickery.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So we all have different dates.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
9.6% ABV for everybody, though?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So on the back of the package, got some right in there. So this says, extreme in the 80s and a force of flavor today. Bigfoot is a timeless beast of a beer, forever tracked for its enormous malt body and sheer hop intensity. Drink fresh or cellar each year's expedition to unleash a world of new flavors over time. Okay.
Yep.
Let's crack her open. So I know Jesse's had this year's vintage, right?
Yes. And
What
what I
about
can
you?
tell you from having it, I felt that it was because I had the 2022 as well last year, which was like one of those ones that I felt like you had to sit on.
Mm-hmm.
The 2023, I cracked it pretty young, and it seemed less bitter to me.
Okay.
Like it was just easier to drink fresh. Sometimes it just had too much hop bite in the older versions.
All right. Sorry, I'm just remembered. Never sent an invite out, just in case. So, yeah.
And yes, everybody's cap says 2023 on it.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So,
all right. Just make sure those are all the same.
All right. Let's take a look at the beer.
They all look the same.
Yeah. So it's like a penny. It's like darker than a penny. It's like an oxidized penny.
Yeah, it's got that kind of light yellow hint to the head.
Right.
And it's kind of a thinner head layer.
So if I hold this up directly to the light and I look through it, it turns like this beautiful,
ruby red.
Just like when the sun is just at the crest of final setting, that nice red glow to it. But you can definitely see
Clover honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can definitely see that it's just like in stasis, like there's definitely particulates just kind of floating in there.
Yes. And you still see the carbonation. It does have a clarity to it. You can see through it when you hold it up to light.
Right.
It's dark. It's dark enough to where it's like kind of hard to see through it, but you can.
It almost looks like it's like Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man. Or is that Judge Dredd? Which one is that? Where he's frozen in the things and they got to unfreeze the criminals?
Yeah.
Who's Judge Dredd? Demolition Man.
Are you
talking about the video game or the movie?
No, the movie.
Oh, okay.
Where they're frozen.
The video game too.
Yeah. No. I digress. All right, you guys want to get a whiff?
Yeah, I've been whiffing.
Yeah, I just did it with my nose.
You've been secret smells? How dare you?
Yeah. Well, they weren't too secret. I was doing them on
If
camera.
Mike was here, he'd be on you.
This smells like it's kind of got some type of like fruity cakiness to it to me.
Fruity caramels.
Ooh. So mine was in the cellar. I put it in the fridge earlier and then I took it out, I don't know, 15 minutes ago.
Hmm.
So I'm sure as it warms, it's gonna get pretty crazy.
Yeah, I get some type of it's like a slight velvety cake with like a prune, maybe even a little bit of cranberry-esque type aroma. There's like a bite to it.
I'm getting like pine tar.
You getting pine?
Raisin and apple. Eat a little apple.
Like I'm getting what you're saying, but
yeah. I can see like a pine like nuts or pine tar type thing. Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
Yep.
Man, I can sort of like smell like the bitterness, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I can tell this is going to kind of be a little bitter.
To me, there's more of a sweetness on the nose, so I think it's going to be more balanced out than super bitter.
Oh yeah, I've not had this vintage yet.
I have had this one, and now it's got age on it too.
Oh, okay, all right. I will say that I've had old Bigfoot, and this doesn't have like that candied, the super candied, malty toffee kind of smell that kind of transforms into. You can smell it's still young. You know what I mean? What do you think, Beer Man?
It's more like I'm getting apple caramel. I'm getting like pine, apple caramel. Maybe a slight raisin or like plum.
Like an apple cinnamon thing?
Yeah, maybe. Malty, definitely. It's got a malty bite to it as well. Big malt. Bready. Piney. Big pine. Kind of like torpedo. IPA, in a way.
Yeah, a little bit.
But more subdued.
Tell you what. Yeah, Matt loves this beer with age. Matt is the one, he handed off that 13 and 16 off to me at the end of Beer Tuber Palooza. Still haven't cracked them open. So, all right. Let's tell you what. Let's just dive into it.
Cheerios.
Get sipping. Cheers. Wish Mike was here. I think he had family stuff.
Super pine.
Woo!
Super strong torpedo.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That is it's a hot bomb, all right.
Yeah. I get kind of like an alcoholic raisin bread.
Yeah.
I get like kind of
raisin bread you soaked in a bottle of vodka. Like you know how they soak the cherries in the bottle of like vodka or the mason jar or whatever. I'm just picturing this jar with like vodka and someone just shoved raisin bread and threw some sliced apples in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely get the alcohol for sure. Heat.
Once my palate starts getting acclimated to this, like the bitterness it's still there. It's very prevalent. But it sort of dies down enough to where I'm starting to get those other notes, and it's kind of just percolating on the back of the palate. I will say it finishes a bit dry.
Yeah.
Oh, very dry. Yeah, it does have that piney finish. Well, John, what we have here is the Bigfoot 2023. Any vintage is welcome. We're doing the 23, and then there might be maybe a surprise. If you have something and you'd like to join up on panel, please do.
Yeah, definitely.
If not, please stay quiet. Thank you.
Just because the review is started, relatively, if anyone has a Bigfoot, they want to hop in real quick. But yeah, this is going to be like a long format kind of review. We're going to sip on it, let it warm a little, talk about it, be friends, debate, whatever.
Yeah,
I get like a slight, like kind of, it's almost like an orange. Hey, I got a Windows security notice. Hold on. Did not find any threats. Okay, thank you.
Be a lot cooler if it said FLX just hacked you.
FLX just hacked your system. Yeah, there's almost like this kind of like citrusy rind, but it's like a rind that's like aged. It's not like a fresh rind, if you know what I mean. But there's kind of this like dulled citrus note kind of on the tail end with a pininess.
Yeah.
A citrus blossom.
Definitely is some grapefruit a little bit in that vein of the citrus family. More so. I mean, you get the orange, but more so like the grapefruit aspect.
Yeah, basically citrus rindiness. Yeah. So,
in fact, it's funny because we went out to breakfast. Well, a late breakfast this morning, and when they serve you the toast, they bring you like the 4 different jellies, and one was orange marmalade. So I opened it, put it on my toast, and boy, it was very sweet, but then there was like this floral citrus aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
That was I was like, and I'm sort of getting that floral kind of bouquet of citrus off of this to go with those like undertones of like the malty richness.
Do you guys get a little bit of a burn on your cheeks inside?
Yeah.
Kind of a drying, burny alcohol. Ooh, resinous.
Yeah.
Very like full medium body for sure.
My lips are getting like kind of sticky.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, so far, I think I'm still in old Bigfoot camp versus young Bigfoot camp, but it's definitely more enjoyable than I remember having a couple of years ago fresh. So
yeah, I think the bitterness just seemed to be cut back a little bit. It's probably the same IBUs and whatnot, but I'm not sure. Maybe they changed some hops around.
So in theory, are you guys American barley wine or English? What side of the fence do you usually lay on?
I'm more English because I like barley wines to be a bit more on the sweeter side. Mm-hmm. Like I don't like cloyingly sweet, and I bitch about sweet beers every now and then too. But I'm also not a big fan of like absolute bitterness. I like kind of a balance, and sometimes a balance to be kind of on the sweeter side. I mean, English barley wines still have a bitterness to them, but American barley wines are like just bitter.
Pointy. Yeah, I'm American for sure. I like that nice sugar dryness. I like the sweetness. Okay. I like the bitter hoppiness of it, the resiny kind of feel. Kind of like that Westy kind of thing. Kind of nice. Like a triple Westy. Or well, it's more like a double Westy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've always advertised it as a barley wine style ale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is Bigfoot a traditional American barley wine, or is that more of a hybrid of like triple West Coasts and strong ale?
Like, I almost would say hybridy.
What do you think, Jesse? Yeah, keep going, beer man. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's so hard doing these live reviews because, like, in person, like when to talk. Like, I feel,
right.
You'll have to repeat yourself afterwards, Dan. Once beer man's done.
No, I'm done. Sorry, go ahead.
So the exact question on the barley wine.
Like, do you think Bigfoot is a traditional American barley wine, or do you think it's more of a hybrid of like a triple West Coast IPA and strong ale?
I think it's an American barley wine.
Okay.
Traditional. Yeah. I mean, they've been putting these things out since like 1981.
Because to be honest, I'm getting some 120-minute IPA vibes.
Well, 120 minutes is considered an imperial IPA, but I definitely classify the 120-minute as a barley wine. I have that in my fridge. If that can be part of this fun episode of Let's Get Trashed Tonight.
Boy, this could get real ugly. An hour later, it's just like beer man just like under his tap, just Bumpy's just like in the background, just popping 120-minute IPAs and stuff.
Well, they say Westies are these are basically like your double or triple Westies. is like an American barley wine's more like that, and that's what this is, and it is like Bumpy said. I guess I would look at this as a traditional American barley wine for sure.
Yeah. All right. Have we had enough to kind of stamp a rating on it? I think Bumpy's doing his, maybe. So we can wait. We can wait. That's fine.
I don't know if I want to stamp her. Are we doing anything other than this one?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you want to stamp a rating on the 2023, or did you want to try something else and then see where you're?
No, because I feel like I'm going to rate this as it is, regardless of what else I taste. You can rate any way you want. It doesn't matter.
You have more
yeah, as it warms. Yeah, definitely. I'm just like
I think for me in the barley wines that I've had, I mean, I'm not going to write down my score per se. I mean, it's great. I mean, the 50 point definitely helps with really narrowing stuff down, I think, in your mind, and sometimes it can surprise you. But you do this long enough, you can kind of figure out like where it's going to fall for you, basically. This is a very nice American barley wine. Like I just said, I think English barley wines I prefer them more. I've had barley wines that I think have brought a lot more in-depth flavor to them. It wasn't just this kind of like, oh, it's like a raisin rum cakey, slight citrusy, grapefruit-like, pine, whatever. I've had them where there was like rich malt presence that you can kind of pick out the layers of malt. You can pick out different, like, oh, there's kind of like a plum, there's a raisin, there's a little bit of like this like leathery aspect to it. Oh, there's a sweetness on this end too of like candied whatever. So I think I'm gonna rate the 2023 Bigfoot. I'm gonna give it a 46.5 out of 50. We'll put it in the excellent range.
Okay.
So you're probably looking at like an 87 out of 100 if you wanted to double it, I guess, something like that. But
what about you, Beer Man? What you got going on over there?
Well, I think it's complex. I think it's nice.
No, I'm sorry. I totally did my math wrong on that. That would be 90. That'd be like a 93 out of 100.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I kind of questioned in my head when you said like 80 something. I was like,
well, because I doubled the 4s, but then I neglected to double the 6s. So yeah.
Yeah, this is strong, man. I mean, it's got packing some heat. I'm getting warm and fuzzy from it. It's got a lot of good, awesome, different flavors in there. Big time pine, big time grapefruit. Not big time grapefruit, a little bit of grapefruit, but that resiny kind of feel. Nice full medium body, great head retention and head. I mean, it's holding everything. It tastes like a very nice, super rich, like caramel toffee forward Westie. It's what Sierra Nevada does, and they rock. They know what they're doing. They've been around for a long time, and that doesn't make this beer good, but it's just it's well made this year. I liked it last time I had this about a month ago, 2 months ago or something, and it was great. I would probably give this I'd probably fall in the same range around there, 93, 94 out of 100, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, okay. For sure.
Man,
it's nice. Not trying to copy you, Bumpy, but I do feel you.
I gotta say, it's truly been a while since I've actually just sat down and enjoyed a Bigfoot, like open it cold and just let it sit here warm, breathe, all that. It's definitely got some complexity that I don't I don't remember. Maybe it's just like my palate's grown, or I've gotten used to other styles, or whatever. But it's definitely opening up and just turning into a really nice, enjoyable sipper. You just sit here, sip on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I had a cigar, I'd just probably go pretty good with a cigar or something like that. You know what I mean? I give it a 4.1 out of 5, which makes it a good beer, a really good beer. 4.1 out of 5. I'm not going any higher than that because I know what this beer turns into with age on it, or at least what I remember it turns into, and I think that but as it is, 4.1. Yeah, it's got complexities. I really enjoy it. So,
that's why I kind of rated it higher, was because of the this one just seemed to drink a lot easier than years past, fresh. So that's where I kind of threw my
you know what?
I'm going higher with it. I'm not trying to sway your
no. You know what?
I'm just saying.
Gotta think about it. I give it a 4.25. Yeah, 4.25.
Nice.
I think that's fair. All right. So that was our 2023 Sierra Nevada Bigfoot beer review in the books. But wait, there's more. As we may have alluded to, we brought some older Bigfoots.
Excuse me, Dan. Are you trying to seduce me?
Oh, I might be. The only thing I'm lacking is the meats, because I know you like meats. Even the dogs are excited. So I actually brought up from the cellar a 2021 Bigfoot. And Jesse, what do you got?
I got barking dogs. Can you show your cap of your 2021?
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's good.
I've got a 2022, and look at how cheap they went in 2022. Was this because there was a lack of tin or whatever available to make caps?
I don't know. That's really weird. I wish I had the 2022 left, because maybe you got a rare one though. Maybe they had the regular caps, but you just got the rare one.
Maybe, but so the same label art 2022 version though.
It's like an error card. You know what I mean? If you collect cards.
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't open this then.
Yeah, you got the error card.
It might be worth something.
Crack it open. Check it out.
Does Beer Man have an extra something?
I don't. I've had 22s though. It was a lot different than.
Do you
this
have a
one.
Dogfish Head 120?
I don't. I could have got it today. I could have got a 9. Yeah.
Because that would have been an interesting comparison, since that's been
lots of smoke coming off of mine. It's starting to form that yeast cake on the bottom. I pour all of it in there because I want to kind of match up to the other glass.
I'm not matching it up. I'm just pouring it all in. So this one, to me, it is a different glass, but I mean, it built a larger head, but it has a similar head coloration to it on the 2022.
Mine look similar all the way through the white and everything.
Now, here's what I noticed.
Go ahead.
The 2022 is a lot darker and murkier. It's got a lot more of that hazy, weird, you can't see, before you could see, there's nothing. Yeah. Nothing. It's so dirty looking.
Dude, I'll tell you what. If I hold this up I'm looking directly at the light, that floating particulate, you're right. It's at least tripled. Yeah. It's just it's the depths, and you're just going through it.
That's what I'm wondering now, because we talked about the 2023, off the bat, being less bitter, hoppy. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if they filtered it out more. Maybe they have a lot more hop resin and stuff in the older Bigfoots.
Yeah. Tell you what, mine's frothing up pretty nicely.
Yeah, it looks good.
Got nice legs.
That's
Yeah.
way down. RPGs.
Let's get a whiff on it real quick. Ooh.
It's not as prominent though on mine. It's kind of died
Dude, mine
down.
has some funk to it. Like, what is that?
Mine's more like, okay, so I was talking about like raisin bread and stuff with
Yeah.
the other one. This is more like raisin toast.
Yeah. Mine has that extra little bit of just funky, just kind of dankness going on.
Yeah, the aromas on this one have died down quite a
Yeah.
bit.
So the 2023 smells a little bit brighter, whereas this smells murky. You know what I mean? Just
Like,
kinda
yeah, this smells like
muddy.
oozing like fresh baked raisin. This smells like raisin toast that's kind of been left on the shelf, like Elf on the Shelf. You know, maybe
I
moved
forgot
around a little bit here and there, but still not fresh.
I forgot to bring it up. Mine was packaged on 12/3/2020.
Oh yeah, let me talk about mine. Mine was also packaged on 2020. I'm just kidding. 2020.
That'd be weird.
2022. This was packaged on 12/8/2021.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, it's a 22.
So almost a year apart.
Yeah.
Almost. Dude, how crazy that would be if your date was like that. You would definitely have an error card. Like you could have sold on eBay for like $1,000.
Oh, if I had a date of 2020, but it was a 2022 vintage,
Oh,
that would have been nuts.
Oh, that's right. I almost got like I just thought I got like a mint thing, just real quick. It was just like
I thought you were going to say
Come
onion.
on.
I was going to smack you.
no, more like a shallot.
Oh, a green onion?
All right, let's dive in.
Cheerios.
Cheers.
Mine's a lot weaker.
By weaker, you mean less hoppy?
It's got a little bit of green tea notes in it.
Maybe that was that mint thing. I get out of mine, but we got different ears. But
Yeah, I haven't noticed that before. I'm getting a lot of like green tea. I have never noticed that in a blend from Bigfoot before. Sierra Nevada, the Bigfoot. I've had a 2014 that was aged 5 years. Did not have green tea. This is like an IPA that's died. This was one that was like super, super bitter too when it was fresh. And it was one of those you drink it and you just kind of like too much.
I'll tell you what, mine is mine's pretty smooth. That there's like this hop, like the hop is there. It's definitely not smooth. It's definitely mellowed out.
when I had the 22
Yeah.
last year, I had it and it tasted like Lipton tea, like it had turned. It was like that, kind of like an old IPA. I was all I don't know. And
See,
it was fresh when I had it.
This right now, this has more of that
A few months.
malty toffee kind of sugar daddy thing going on, along with that hoppy kind of raisin bread kind of thing. Like it's the 23 knocks your socks off with that bitterness right up front, whereas the 2021 drinking right now, that bitterness, instead of knocking your socks off up front, it comes in from the back. It's like a secret ninja attack. After
the same thing's happening with the 2022 is like you don't notice the bitterness up front, but it does kind of come in like mid-level. And it does linger on. There is a lingering bitterness. It's unique, but I think 2022, I think they messed up.
Maybe that's why I put the other cap.
I think so too, personally.
Yeah, I think they were struggling that year. mean, a lot of businesses were struggling in
Yeah.
2022. So
When did Sierra Nevada open up their other location? Because they went
in
over
North Carolina,
Yeah.
I think it was back in like the early 2000s.
Okay.
I think it was like 2006, 2007.
I was gonna say they don't really call out which brewery this comes from, right? At least I
Oh, well,
can't see it on the.
that's the thing is,
They never do, right?
They just throw down
Heaps.
both Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina.
Yeah. I wonder if they do like a little competitive thing going on, like one year.
Well,
then-
you're thinking like the other half, right? Where
Yeah,
they brew like only certain beers in each, like they have like 5 different locations, but
Right, but then there's some other beers
like
that
you're not going to
they
get
all-
like a
they all
double
take turns.
diamond galaxy mouth cream brewed in Pennsylvania. They only brew that in Brooklyn, right? You know,
Right.
type deal.
But you know what I mean? Like they pass around certain recipes. Like I've had a cheddar brewed by FLX. I've had a cheddar brewed by NYC. I've had a cheddar brewed by DC. So like I wonder if like they're like, okay, well this year, you know, we're gonna do all the Bigfoot from Chico. And you know, the next from where is it? Mills River.
Ugh.
Maybe the new apprentice. The new apprentice made the 2022s.
I'm enjoying the 2023 much better than 2022. I think 2022 is a big dud of a barley wine.
I'll tell you what, 2021, it's hitting pretty good right now. I think I got a couple more, which I'm pretty glad. I'm gonna save it for a little bit longer.
I get a bit of a graininess too out of 2022. Yeah, it's like bringing out like flavors I just don't like in aged beers.
Yeah. I didn't like it.
The sneak attack bitterness that does happen with yours does happen in 2022, and I appreciate that. That kind of like it drinks okay. You get like these different flavors and stuff like green tea and grain. There's a little bit of a raisin-esque type note in there, but it's not as prominent. It's not as pleasing. Like this isn't drinking like and then the bitterness kicks in. I'm not a fan of the 2022.
I wasn't.
All right. 21 is a lot deeper and sweeter and more of like a candied raisin and like a banana bread or something. Not banana bread, but zucchini bread, oatmeal bread. And it's got like a deeper, more robust caramelized sugar going on and the slight bitterness. Whereas this is the 23 is just that, that bright.
Yeah, it's bright. It's nice.
Citrus, I mean, they're both pretty good in their own right. I mean, just 21's freaking pretty dang good. If I had to rate the 21 right now, I'd give it a little higher score. I'd give it 4.35. I like this one just a little bit better because that bitterness is just dialed down just a notch, and that sweet kind of malty flavor kind of bumped up just a notch. The balance more of that I like. Now that being said, I'm more of an English barley wine kind of guy, so take that with what you will. Beer Man is the man of the people. Power to the people.
Yeah, power to those people. Who are they?
Yeah. All right.
Beer
Man, did you finish yours yet?
Cool.
Did you finish yours yet?
Who?
Beer Man, did you finish yours?
I have a little lip of it left.
Okay. What has changed from the beginning all the way to where you are now?
I just get a little more like toffee, deeper caramels.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the bitter's still there. Definitely the pine. Nothing's been the greatest word in the world, subdued. I've used that like twice already now. No, but nothing's like dropped out of it or gone away. It's just the same thing, but warmer, but more toffee.
2022. Look at the lacing. It does leave a hell of a lacing. Like it also built a better head. 2023 Like it's like I said, it's like a different color. It's like a lighter shade of amber. The lacing doesn't last. It didn't build as big of a head. It seems like it's more filtered out.
Right.
I mean, there's like certain aspects of 2022 that are like, oh, nicer, but yeah. I really
Thanks
think
for the info, beer man.
this is probably due to all the problems that were happening. They probably were like, oh, we don't have the resources or the time to properly brew this beer.
Beer man has asked a question earlier, and he provided a great answer. March 10th, 2015 is when the Mills River location started throwing hop goodness in their mouths. So thank you, beer man, for looking that up. Yeah. Do you think age would have made it any better, Bumpy? You're 22.
Like more age? No, because it's gotten worse. I preferred it when it was fresh.
Okay.
It's died off so much.
Just a question, brah. Jeez.
Well, yeah, but that's why I'm surprised, because most of the time these things do get better with age. I think 2022 is just a dud. Absolute dud.
I agree.
2022
Bigfoot
is a torpedo recipe that went awry.
This is when Bigfoot shot himself in the foot.
This is when Bigfoot was running from Ridge's dad because it got spotted.
Yeah, I mean, I would score the 2022 Bigfoot with age on it. It's fallen off even from when it was fresher, when it was like too bitter, and it was like, wow, you need to age this.
Right.
I'm going to score this at like a 30, 38 out of 50. I'm just going to put it as good.
Yeah.
I'm scared to even cuvee this.
I sort of want to cuvee it, but I'm like, I don't know.
I think I'm just going to ruin my 2023, but I'll do it.
You probably will.
I'll do it for science, because Joe's here.
I still have some 21 left, so I'll tell you what.
Hey, Joe.
Cuvee. Hey, Joe.
Get fucked, nerd.
All right. Get all the mixins going.
I get nothing to cuvee.
Cuvee it with like milk or something.
I've got to even them out because I can't have 2022 overpowering.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I got
Beer
that
man,
much more.
Did
Did they put more in this bottle?
Get down.
It's like, you know when like breweries do that, you know, like you got the good beer and you get less, and you get the bad beer and you get more. It's like fucking never ending. Oh.
Joe says you mother effers better cuvee. Cuvee.
I'm sorry, I forgot this was a child-friendly channel.
We got the 23 and 21. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, gang. You know that?
Yeah, for you.
That's slamming. That's fantastic. Yeah. As LA Knight would say, yeah. Oh, this is good. I feel like I'm sucking on a hop-infused sugar daddy. That's what I feel like I'm sucking on right at this point. With a little Mary Jane on the back end, like citrus and Mary Jane. Oh man,
donkey, little cannabis.
That's pleasant. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Joe's the only wrestling fan, so Joe's like Jesse's facial reactions, like he's drinking oxidized DQ. Stop it.
Never buy this shirt again. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, it's basically what it's done is it's ruined my 2020. That's all it did. That's all it did.
That's
let's all have a moment of silence for Jesse's beer. It is straight up ruined.
Tomorrow and Sunday.
Yeah, it's killed. It's totally killed. My dogs want to come in. The smell is not as good.
Did you taste it yet? I didn't even see
No,
you taste
the
it yet.
smell alone lets me know it's killed. It's diluted. It's diluted the 2023.
I'm very interested to see how this turns out.
It's fucked.
My cheeks are buzzing. Hardcore alcohol buzz.
Nice.
It's got like extra raisin notes with a lot of grain.
Okay.
The bitterness is all kind of whacked out. It's the 2022 ruined the 2023.
See, I wish you had the 21 now because I'm having the different experience. I'm just over here just chilling, loving life, just sipping on my Bigfoots.
2022, okay. I think we can all agree 2022 was the worst year of Sierra Nevada's Bigfoot barley wine.
Yep.
It ruins your life, basically. Don't get it.
All right, gang. I think we're gonna wrap this one up. I don't know. Well, you guys want to do a separate live stream after this, or what do you guys want to do?
A separate live stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna end this, and then I can just start up a live stream.
A live stream or an off air?
Do you want to do live or off air?
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm ending this one.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to continue for live stream, we can just continue.
All right. Who in the chat wants to go on a live stream?
Yeah.
Joe, you up for that?
If he wants to stay live, let us know. If he wants to do an off air, let us know.
Yeah, I'll grab some other beer, if you want to. Yeah. We'll just do
Anyways,
do like an Alex. It's just gonna be like an Alex and Friends. It'll be Dan and Friends.
Sure. Yeah, sure. It'll be the Sierra Nevada.
I'm gonna dump this though because it's been ruined. Yeah, the 2020 did I score? Yeah, 38 out, and the Cuvée just as bad. Done. Done.
All right. Yeah, my Cuvée is good. All right. Cuvée together, I guess I'd score it even higher. Give it a 4-4. So my night has been increasingly swell, whereas Jesse's has been increasingly.
My night has gone horrible. It started off good. I really enjoyed the 2023.
Yeah.
But hey, this is for the people. This is because Dan is the man of the people, and this is for the people.
Factually correct.
And Ridge, if you're out there, you're a goddamn good man. Don't get the 2022. If you see it on the shelves, vintage, just pass by it. It's horrific in the world of barley wines.
Yeah. And
horrific in the lineup of the Sierra Nevada Bigfoot barley wines as well. 2022 is dead. Don't
even
do
2 months old, it was dead.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
About it too. I don't know why. I was like, this sucks.
I think we could just do it. We'll just do an off air, and unless you really want to be live, Jesse.
I don't care. I'm not trash. I'm not trash. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, yeah. No.
There's a difference.
Whatever. All right. Down in the description below, I'll have links and all that to these fine gentlemen. I'll have to go back and add it, but I'll make sure it happens. Beer Man, tell us about things real quick. What do we got going on?
Well, my live streams, beer and cheese, and bring me some beer. It's got dog hair on it. Just beer and cheese, 8 o'clock Eastern, Tuesday. Wednesday is all spun out, 6 o'clock Eastern. And yeah, so I'll be brewing this Thursday. Be brewing an American Amber. And it's for Eric. And then I'll be doing a double NEPA soon. So hopefully I got some good hops for that. So we'll see how that works out. Other than that, just been putting out a bunch of reviews from down here, all your beers. Trying to get those up. Thank you very much. And be expecting some from Ridge as well. So kind of looking forward to that. So yeah, and look out for those too. I'll be sending those beers out to you guys when they're done too. I'm just gonna keep passing them by. So that's it. Thank you, Dan. Cheers.
Cheers. Jesse, what do you got going on?
Yeah, so I just got my live stream on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before. Join up on panel. Other than that, I'm putting out videos, my 50-point inspections or whatnot. I've had a couple mystery beers go out. I think they're all out at this point. From Steve, the resource. So thanks to Steve for sending those out once again. That was a surprise. Sometimes I'll do like my beer and cheese video as well. But right now I don't have the greatest cheese. There's no new videos coming out anytime soon on that. But yeah, regular 50-point inspection videos coming out. I've been putting out 3 a week. I have actually caught up, and now I'm like at that point where like, oh, I have to actually I have to sit down and drink and do a 50-point inspection to create another video. So, yeah, I'm working on it, people. I'm working on it. It's a tough industry to be in. But anyways, I just hope everybody enjoys whatever's put out. It's all free to you to view as long as you have internet. I mean, you're probably paying for your internet, right? Or your data plan, whatever you do to watch it. But it's definitely, money's not going to me, so it's free to you content as far as I'm concerned. Of hopefully a decent time, whether we're live or just putting shit out, right, Dan?
Cheers to that. Unlike Jesse, we're about 25 deep in the back catalog, so yeah, we got some beers that I'm trying to get out. We're trying to get out. Me and Mike. I don't know. We're in a catch-22. Do we go more than 3 times a week? I don't know. You tell us. Whatever you guys want. You want more? You want less? You want none? Let us know. We'll quit. I'll just wrap it up here. This will be the last time you'll ever hear from me. Yeah, I'd like to thank Jesse and Beerman. If memory serves me correct, this is Beerman's debut on Netflix Beer Reviews' channel. So hopefully you'll see him again. But it won't be the last you hear from Beerman, because was it last weekend or maybe the weekend before? We got together with Joe over at the Beer Patrol, and we cracked open some homebrew from Beerman. We had a peach stout and his Mr. I rye IPA. And right now in the fridge, we have a box in the big fridge that my better half, and not Mike.
Is that a box from Beerman?
Yes, yeah. It is. It is a box from Beerman.
You gotta share. You gotta share some of that with Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. From what I've heard, I heard it's really goddamn good, so probably I won't share any. Just I'm selfish. But anyways, yeah. So we hope to open up that pretty soon and crack into it. He's doing really good things. So Beerman, you're a wizard of them hops over there. You're getting good, bud. Getting good.
I'm getting there.
So anyways, on behalf of Mike from FLX, I'm Dan. Mike's somewhere in this wonderful world. We'll catch you next time. Yeah. Probably.
I'm bumpy.
Yep. So until next time, guys. We'll probably do off air. We'll do off air. If you message me, if you know how to message me, if you want to join. All right. See you guys. This was awesome. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sometimes. Beer.
I'm not drinking that shit.